2025 is a make-or-break year for the Philippines. A collapsing political alliance, a controversial trillion peso budget, and rising geopolitical tensions threaten to tear the nation apart. In this video, we break down the 5 explosive issues shaping the future of Philippine politics and what they mean for millions of Filipinos. 5. A controversial issue shaping the future of politics. 1. The Marcos-Duterte Civil War. Once allies, President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. and Vice President Sara Duterte are now locked in a bitter feud. In February 2025, Duterte became the first VP impeached in Philippine history. Accused of misusing confidential funds and threatening Marcos. But this is more than personal. It's a battle between 2 political dynasties, fighting for control of the 2025 midterms. Behind the scenes, Rodrigo Duterte's shadow looms. The ICC is closing in on his drug war crimes. But Marcos refuses to cooperate, fearing backlash from Duterte's loyalists. Will this rivalry destabilize the Philippines or redefine its democracy? 2. The 6.35 trillion pesos budget scandal. While politicians feud, the 2025 national budget reveals a darker truth. Patronage politics is alive and well. Education and healthcare funds were slashed by billions. But lawmakers funneled cash into shady programs like ACAP, dubbed legalized vote buying. Critics call this a betrayal. In 2013, the Supreme Court outlawed pork barrel spending, but today, it's back, with a vengeance. Meanwhile, confidential funds for Marcos's office stayed untouched, sparking nationwide protests. 3. Human rights under siege. Marcos Jr. promised reform, but human rights abuses persist. Drug war killings have been recorded under his watch. Police still act with impunity, and the ICC's investigation is going nowhere. Activists and journalists aren't safe either. Red tagging, branding critics as communists, has become a weapon. Even the Supreme Court condemned it. But the harassment continues. Take Frenchie May Cumpio, a journalist detained since 2020 on dubious charges. Her case symbolizes a system that silences dissent. 4. AI, deepfakes, and the 2025 election. The 2025 midterms are already a war zone, not just of policies, but of lies. AI deepfakes and troll armies are flooding social media. One fake video of Marcos sniffing cocaine went viral, while pro-Duterte networks spread conspiracy theories. Violence looms too. With 38 areas labelled red zones, voters fear a repeat of past bloodshed and foreign interference. Chinese-linked accounts are pushing pro-Duterte narratives to weaken Marcos's stance on the South China Sea. 5. Geopolitical firestorm. Beyond Manila, the Philippines faces a geopolitical storm. China's aggressive moves in the South China Sea have Marcos vowing to defend sovereignty, but critics say he's all talk. Meanwhile, economic crises fuel public anger. Inflation and poverty are soaring, yet the budget cuts social programs. Scandals like the POGO ban, linked to human trafficking and corruption, show how deep the rot goes. Ex-Mayor Alice Guo's ties to POGO crime syndicates exposed a web of graft, but will anyone be held accountable? 2025 could reshape the Philippines forever. Will the Marcos-Duterte clash lead to reform or chaos? Can voters cut through the disinformation? One thing's clear, the world is watching. Drop a comment. Do you think Philippine politics can change? Let us know, and don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into global crises.